thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'm going to be taking quite a lot of information from you today. I have a very long list of records that I need to take in order to get to know you a little bit better. The better I know you, the better I can make sure that I can give you the best ASMR experience ever. So sit back, relax, ease your mind. None of the questions are here to trick you at all. They're just to make me understand you a little bit better. Now, the questions are separated into 3 separate categories: medical questions, hobbies, personal interests and likes, and then we're going to finish off with some philosophical questions, trying to understand your brain a little bit more and maybe spark up a conversation of how you think. And speaking of skills, today's video is kindly sponsored by Skillshare. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Have you ever been in a situation where you've thought, I could really do with expanding my skills in this area? Or, I want to learn how to do this, but I'm not sure where to start? Then maybe Skillshare is the platform for you. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and members who come together to find inspiration and take the next step in their creative journey. A place to get inspired, learn new skills, and put them to work in impactful ways. Skillshare's classes are a learn-by-doing approach to teaching, where each member can create and share a project after completing a class. The on-demand platform and stackable lessons mean that members can learn at their own pace and no matter the skill level. Skillshare has classes of a wide variety of topics, including illustration, photography, creative writing, music production. A class that I've really been loving is YouTube Success: How to Create Engaging Thumbnails, Earn Your Clicks and Increase Your Views by Lambs. And the reason for this is I have been on YouTube for 6 years now, and I've never ever learned how to make capturing and interesting thumbnails. If you're looking for a way to level up in your career or start a new side hustle, Skillshare has classes in freelancing, entrepreneurship, marketing, social media, even productivity. Want to unlock your creativity and try something new? Then Skillshare is giving you 1 month's free trial when using the link in the description box below. So, come and join me and advance your skills in your career, or maybe even have a spark of inspiration and find your newest hobby. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I hope you enjoy, and hopefully you can answer some of these questions with a few of the lessons that you've learned on Skillshare. Okay, I hope you enjoy. So without further ado, let's begin. I'm going to start with the medical questionnaire. So first, if I could take your name. And your age. Your date of birth. And your address. What is your blood pressure average? And do you have high cholesterol at all? What's your average heart rate? Yeah, so resting heart rate. about your activity heart rate? Do you have diabetes at all? And is there anyone in your family that has diabetes? Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you got any current injuries? Okay. Do you have any stiff or swollen joints? Mm-hmm. Do you currently have any tension or soreness? Are you currently taking any medications? Say prescription medications. Do you have any problems sleeping? Okay, and is there anything in your family medical history that I should be aware of? Mm-hmm. Okay. And if capable, are you at all pregnant or have you been previously? Okay. Do you suffer with any sort of hearing impairment? And how about any visual impairment? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what strength? Okay. And what is your height? And your weight? Have you ever had any surgeries before? Okay. Mm-hmm. And have you ever suffered with any anesthetic issues? Okay. Do you suffer from any allergies at all? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you take alcohol? And if so, how often? Mm-hmm. Any drugs? Recreational? Do you smoke or vape, or have you done previously? Okay. Mm-hmm. And do you partake in any regular exercise? And if so, what kind of exercise is that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you currently have any exercise-related injuries? Have you suffered with any exercise-related injuries before? Mm-hmm. That's very common. Okay. And how are you doing with your eating? Healthy eating? Mm-hmm. Okay. What would you say your daily water intake is? Okay. Are you taking any vitamin supplements? Okay. And have you ever had any steroid use for any sort of reason? Okay. Just change the page over. Are you currently suffering with any chest pain or breathlessness? Okay. Have you ever suffered from a heart attack? Do you suffer from abnormal heartbeat? Have you ever had a pacemaker fitted? Do you have asthma? Any other breathing related difficulties? Do you have epilepsy? Have you ever experienced fainting or blackouts? Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you ever suffered from stroke? Have you ever undergone any growth hormone treatment? Do you suffer with any indigestion or heartburn? How regularly? Have you ever had any stomach ulcers or a hernia? Do you suffer from IBS? Do you have any known thyroid disease? Have you ever suffered with jaundice? Have you ever received a blood transfusion? Do you bleed or bruise easily? Have you ever experienced having blood clots? Have you ever had a suspected blood clot? Are you at all anemic? Are you able to sit upright for an extended period of time, comfortably? Are you able to walk more than 100 meters unaided? Have you ever experienced arthritis or been diagnosed? Have you ever had to use a mobility aid? Are you currently suffering with a urine or bladder infection? Do you currently have any open wounds, ulcers or blisters? Yep, even minor ones. Have you ever suffered or currently suffer with any anxiety or other mental health problems? Have you been up to date with your COVID vaccinations? Have you ever suffered with MRSA? And have you been in hospital as an inpatient in the last 12 months? How about A&E? Okay, that's us all finished with the medical questionnaire. Thank you for being so patient. Now we're going to move on to your hobbies, interests, and a little bit of a getting to know you. Okay, so firstly, do you have any hobbies? Okay. And how much of your free time do you use with your hobbies? What do you do in your free time? Do you prefer to relax or be active when you've got some free time to yourself? Are you a collector of anything? And if so, what? Okay, when did you start? Okay. Next page. How big is your collection? Do you like to learn new skills? Have you ever been to extracurricular classes? Okay. Is there any new hobby that you'd like to start? Do you prefer solo or group activities? Do you prefer to do activities that are indoor or outdoor? Have you ever made any new friends by starting a new hobby? Who would you say is your hero? If you could live anywhere, where would you live? What's your favourite book to read? What would you sing on a karaoke night? Take your time. Have you ever had a nickname, and what was it? Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without? List 2 of your pet peeves. Okay. What would you do if you won the lottery? What was the last thing that you ate? What was your favourite childhood movie? You've got a few. Who was your first ever celebrity crush? What 3 things do you think the most of each day? On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say that you were? who knows you the best. Okay, finally we're going to move on to the philosophical questions, okay? So you take a moment to just relax. I'm going to get a new piece of paper and then we will begin, okay? Okay, are you ready and comfortable? Wonderful. What is the difference, do you think, between good and bad people? Take a minute to think. Okay. Do you think that wisdom is a helpful tool? Can you ever honestly know a person? Is there ever a justifiable reason to lie? What is love? How do you know that you're loved? Can romantic love for one person last forever? Is there ever such thing as the one? Would you rather be respected or loved? Do your memories exist even if you forget them? Does 1 plus 1 always equal 2? What is the purpose of humour? If your life expectancy currently increased to 500 years, would you live differently than you currently are? And if it decreased and you only had 5 more years to live, how would your life change? Okay, that's all the questions. Thank you again for being so patient. I feel like I've really gotten to know you so well. I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 whole pages worth of your knowledge. So I'm going to analyse these, see what I can make to help your mind relax. Now I know everything that fills it and everything that fills the life that surrounds your mind. Thank you so much for spending this time with me tonight. Good night. God bless. Sweet dreams and sleep well.